Damn. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's been snowing again. And it's snowing still. Damn. What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning into the channel today. As you saw there, I had a very, very serious repair to do to the F-150. And that was just putting windshield wiper fluid back in it. Because I had a semi passed me earlier, and it got my windshield all just covered in shit. And then I turned my windshield wipers on, and all it did was smear the shit. It was great. Anyways, so yeah, I had to stop by Napa on my way home from work and pick some of that up. I also picked up some degreaser, and I also picked up some paper towels because the engine bay on the Mustang is pretty dirty. And since that's about to go back in, I need to clean that up. I figured it'd be much easier to clean up an engine bay without the engine in the engine bay. You know what I mean? Now, the oil pan I did not obviously install because it's laying right there on the floor, but what I did do with it was take it to work and clean it out. So now it's completely cleaned out. I will put that in today. I'll probably videotape a little tiny bit of it, but I mean, honestly, installing an oil pan isn't all that interesting. So I hope you guys aren't like bummed that I didn't give you a how-to install on an oil pan. It's pretty simple. Unbolt, clean the gasket surfaces, new gasket, bolt back on, cross pattern, torque spec. So here we are. Bunch of pine needles, things like that, all up in here. I'll probably have to grab the vacuum and vacuum that out. The rest of it, what my plan is to spray it down with some degreaser, let it soak, and pretty much wipe it down. I would typically like hose it all out, but we're in my garage on a tarp, so I can't exactly just hose it all out. So my plan is to, like I said, spray down degreaser, wipe it off, see if it shines up a bit, and hopefully it'll be all nice and ready for that. That frickin' beast right there, 265 horsepower. I'm gonna say 65 instead of 60 just because I put headers on it, even though they're shorties and they probably really ain't do shit for it. So as you guys can see, the engine bay is a lot cleaner than it was. I'm not quite done yet. Some of the stuff like here, like I was talking like pine needles and all that stuff, I can't get that out. My vacuum, for some reason, I went to take it out here and the damn thing wouldn't work. So probably gonna have to go buy a new vacuum tonight. Anyway, some of that stuff over there, I couldn't really get that off. Just kind of, that's like as much as I could get off. So I think the paint just might be stained right there. That's right by one of the collectors on the exhaust, so I'm wondering if maybe that collector was leaking and it was kind of kicking some soot up at it. Down here, I'm letting this soak a little bit more. The power steering rack's really hard to get cleaned off as well. It's like super oily and greasy. The old oil pan gasket that was on the engine definitely leaked. So that's kind of what I'm battling right now. I did get where the K-member comes down for the engine mounts and everything. That's a lot cleaner than it was. Things like this that you're seeing are just like chips and stuff like that. That I'm not going to worry about. I'm not going to sit here and spray the whole interior. Like I'm not going to do that. This isn't a show car, so that I'm not really too worried about. This is pretty much what the completed you know, process going to look like. Probably clean back there in the corner a little bit more, try to get some of that, a little more silver. I know you're not going to see any of that. It's just, you know, if I know it's there, it's probably a problem. So anyways, you compare that to the beginning of the video when I first showed you under the hood, and you'll see that it took a lot of grease and dirt off. All I used was Super Clean, and this looks like a Super Clean. It's a Super Clean bottle, but it's just water. And I'll tell you what, for degreaser, man, Super Clean. Super Clean or Grease Lightning, those two are awesome. So basically where I ended up getting with the engine today is just getting the oil pan off, and I got the new pickup tube, or the correct pickup tube, put back on it. I'm not gonna put the oil pan on in the new gasket, and I was literally thinking about this. I bought a new rear main seal, so I'm not gonna put that on until I do the rear main seal, which will be probably Friday. Because if everything goes as planned, Friday I'm gonna also be putting the new clutch on. So yeah, the rear main seal itself, because there's this little plate right back here, and if you pull that plate off, or where that plate rests, I mean, is right on top of the oil pan and where the oil pan seals up. So yeah, I'm not going to replace, or I'm not going to put the new gasket on and put the new oil pan on until I replace that, get that one back in place for good. Then I'll put the oil pan on and completely torque it down and everything like that. But yeah, that's it. So that'll be Friday, because like I said, Friday I get my clutch, and I'll have my flywheel back, and it'll have been resurfaced. So I will do the rear main seal. I'll put the oil pan on, and I will put the clutch in, install my pilot bearing, and replace my throwout bearing that's in the car. And at that point, it'll be ready to go in. So this weekend, I will be installing it. And it's a little bit later in the day now. Figured I'd show you guys. It didn't stop snowing. I don't know if you can really see that because of whatever glare might be in my garage, but yeah, it's still snowing. Ugh. It's gonna suck too, man. This car's gonna be like up and running, and there's gonna be snow all over the ground. I'm not gonna be able to drive it anywhere. So I know I'm repeating myself, but pretty much the only thing left to do is the rear main seal. Then I can put the oil pan back on. Then we'll put the pilot bearing on. Then the flywheel. Then the clutch. I'll pull the throwout bearing off and replace it with the new one, and then we'll be putting the engine back in and getting it all mounted back up. I got to put oil in the motor, and that's it. I'll have the car fired up and ready to run. So again, that's not going to be the end of the videos or anything like that. There's still a ton of things I want to do to this car, plus just fun stuff and normal, you know, car vlogs. So this car will be my ticket to starting to do that, I guess, if you put it that way. So yeah, I hope you guys liked the video today. I know it was short and probably kind of lame. I think if everything goes smoothly and this weekend I can get the engine in the car, I think Sunday's video will be much, much cooler. Because if I get it in the car on Sunday, I don't see me stopping until it fires up. So, all right, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate you watching. Have a good day.